Hey everyone, this is Comics for Thomas. I am actually doing a small haul video here. I'm actually just testing out a new laptop that we're using here at the house. My girlfriend's birthday was on Wednesday, and she had ordered a Chromebook, which from what I've been told, it's basically an app-based computer. So I don't think you download a lot on it, or you don't keep many files. I'm not really 100% sure, but I'm going to try out the camera on this one and see how the videos go. We happened to have on Wednesday for her birthday, I ended up at two comic shops, my LCS here in St. John, New Brunswick. And then we drove an hour away to Fredericton, New Brunswick to go and have supper with her parents, but we did a little shopping in between. And they have a very good comic store up there with really good back issues and stuff. So I went in and spent a little money there. So I figure, why not test this out? It's Saturday morning. It's kind of dark in the background here because I had to shut all the windows and blinds because the glare was really, really bad. So it's not the best time of day to be doing a video, but who cares? So I'm actually going to show you three comics that I meant to show in my last video from a previous haul. I just was organizing some of my comics this morning and realized that I don't think I put them in that video. And if I did, well, then you're just going to see repeats. So quickly, there is Powers of X #3. And I'm trying to get, there is still a little bit of a glare for a light in here, but if I turn that light off, it's a little too dark. It's a cool cover. I kind of like the face there coming in the background. And obviously, these are super good reads. So I grabbed this, Strayed #1. I grabbed this just to be funny because we have like 4 cats here. And my girlfriend's name's Cat, and we're just cat people. But it's actually pretty good read. So if you pick it up, definitely maybe leave a comment and tell me what you think of it as well. And then Guardians of the Galaxy #8. So I've obviously read all 3 of these. Probably maybe 2 weeks ago. Now, these are, I don't know, or let me rephrase or start over here. A lot of these books here are just mostly just pickups for series that I've been collecting. A few are on my current pull list as well, and then a couple are just random covers that I like. So in my pull list, I have Die issue #6. But yeah, I did get this one from or actually, you know what? I have #6. I'm really not doing well today. I already have issue 6, but I have a variant. This is the first print, which I found in Fredericton, which was kind of nice because I want to have the first prints. But the variants are awesome as well. So I have no problem having both. This is King Thor #1. I haven't taped it up yet, but I did read this last night. It's pretty good. I think I'll like this series as well. The whole Thor run by Jason Aaron has been excellent, as most people know. This is Die #7. This was in my pull list. I have not read this. So I read Die #6 last night, but I have not read #7. Can't even speak. Powers of X #4. This is a variant cover. As I've mentioned before, with the Power X and House of X, I'm not getting a lot of the first prints. My LCS is just, they only have, I don't know why, to be honest, but I'm getting a lot of the variants in my pull. I'm not really going to complain about it because there's some good covers, but it hasn't been great in regards to the covers themselves. I'm not saying that the art isn't good, but it's not something I'm worried about getting the first prints. I mean, I have a 3rd printing of issue #1 that I like better than the first print. So this is Silver Surfer Black #4. This is a variant. Ooh, I think with the white on there, it's a bit of a glare. There we go. That's a cool Thanos versus Silver Surfer. I have not read that. I actually have only read up to issue 2. I got another copy of Agents of Atlas #1. This is the Neil Yu variant cover. So I now have 2 of these. Sometimes you just pick up covers that you like and by your favorite artists. This is Secret Wars 2 #1, Who is the Beyonder? I recognize this. I want to say from a video by Reggie Simmons, Reggie Klex, talking about this, and it was like $4 or something like that. So it was super cheap. So I just grabbed it. Man Called Nova number 25. This is the last issue in volume number 1. I'm putting together this run. I've got, I think, 14 of the 25 so far. I'm collecting the first, I think it's the first 3 volumes of Nova because they are focused on Richard Rider. Maybe 4 volumes. Here's Canto number 1. Oh, the glare is not going to do this justice here. So this is a second printing. There we go. This is a pretty good series. I read it digitally first. I know that the first prints of number 1, apparently a lot of them were damaged. I did not order a number 1. It's not even on my pull list right now. I'm probably going to add it though, as long as my LCS can bring it in. I got this in issue 2, which I'll show you in a second in Fredericton, but it's a pretty good little story so far. But like I said, a lot of the first prints apparently were damaged. There's a lot of 8s and 8.5s and stuff out there. There's a couple pretty good variants to this as well. So, but these second printings are nice. I had already read that one digitally, and then I read issue 2 the same day I picked it up. That is a really nice little cover too. It's very fantasy world based. It's good though. I don't know if you can get the glare there. There we go. Yeah, it's a good run. This next book I picked up while I was in Fredericton as well. I remember seeing the free comic book day, and I had a copy of it, but I had put it back, and my LCS was limiting you to 3 free comic book day issues that day. So I didn't know that at first, and I had a big stack of comics in my hand, and then they let me know, so which is fine. It's all good. But I remember putting this one back. So I saw issue 1 in Fredericton, and I grabbed it and I read it, and it's pretty good so far. So this is the Dark Age number 1, and that's a cool cover too. I love the red and the kind of pinkish cloud there from the sun. So check it out. I mean, you can always just check it out digitally if you wanted to, and see if you like what's going on there. And I remember the free comic book day issue is of a woman with armor, and I think she's got not an axe, but the one with it's like a ball with spikes, I believe, but I could be wrong there. Oblivion Song number 19. This is in my pull list. This has been a good series so far. They're really starting to, I'm not giving stuff away, but they're really starting to get into the meat of it, I guess. I know we're in 19 issues in, so we're already in the meat of it, but we're starting to, I don't know, volume 1 was introduction, here's kind of what's going on, but now you're starting to learn a lot more of why things are happening, and there's some pretty neat art in this issue, so it's a good one. I have Lady Mechanica Sangre number 1. This is a Benitez incentive cover. My last video, I showed another cover for Lady Mechanica, or Mechanica. Again, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, and I don't care. The storyline in the main run is pretty good. I read this issue. It's pretty good as well. But all the covers are, I love it's that steampunkish kind of covers. They're all really, really nice. Yeah, I tend to start to collect things like, certain type of covers and stuff like that. So this could be something that I slowly start to put together, all the covers, the affordable ones. I know there are a couple of expensive ones too, but we shall see. And then I have an eBay purchase. I won an eBay auction. I was the only bidder. I waited literally and just made the minimum bet. I just watched and nobody was bidding. And I got this for with shipping for the price that people are trying to sell the book for right now, which is great, because I assume as of right now, even though you don't know a fair market value until things actually sell, but the fact that everybody's trying to sell it for that amount, and there was a couple of sold. If you go to the sold listings on eBay as well, that was more than what I want it for with shipping, and shipping is never cheap, because I'm in St. John, New Brunswick, Canada, and everything's coming from not local. So this is a Leinil Yu cover, variant cover. I collect Leinil Yu. He's my favorite artist. This is The War of Realms, issue number 4, New Agents of Atlas. And it's a Wave. Her character's name is Wave. Same character as the one I showed you a few minutes ago, but this is a pretty cool variant. I love how you get the side and the back view, and then the front here. So I was pretty happy to get that. I mean, I wasn't ready to spend very much money on it right now. I knew I could get it down the line. I think it would look really good slab. There's a lot. I'm putting together pretty much any of the Neil Yu cover or anything he's doing the art for. For the most part, but like at some point down the line in my personal collection, I probably will have, probably 10 slabbed books of his favorite covers of mine, and I mean that definitely would be in the running. I think it's a pretty cool cover, but he's got a lot of good stuff, so we shall see. I'll just show it again. So that's it. Very short video. I am going to Halifax, Nova Scotia a week from now. Next Saturday. I have been there a few times since I've been making videos where I've brought hauls back. It's a really good city. It's about 4 hours from here. My girlfriend's going on a work conference, and I get to go and stay at the same hotel. And I basically go to the comic shop, and then I go and find beer and food and just drink all day until she gets done. So it's pretty awesome. I'm going to spend a little bit of money there. I'm not going to go crazy. We're starting to get into the fall months where I'm trying to slow down a little bit. Obviously, this is the second video I put out in 2 weeks, so the slowing down hasn't officially started. But I probably would maybe like go and spend like $30 or $40 there, bring back a couple cool issues or just some stuff for some collections. I wouldn't mind over the fall and winter months of just sticking to my pull list and anything back bin that I can just add to collections. There's nothing. I'm not worried about getting any crazy big books. I am looking to send away some more comics to get slabbed. I have 4 that are in the process of being graded right now with CGC, and I'm probably going to send 2, maybe 3 at most. But I'm actually going to a friend's house today, where he's a comic collector. He's not really deep into it, but he had been collecting like even when he was like years ago and stuff like that. So he has a bit of a collection. Him and we kind of get together every so often and nerd out. And I've never really looked at his collection. And now that I've gotten deeper into the YouTube community, the getting comic slabs, flipping comics and so on. He's kind of asked about these. He sees my Instagram and goes, what's with the graded comics. So I'm going to bring some examples over to him and show him and kind of see if he just wants to maybe like send 1 or 2 away with mine. And I mean, we'll just split on the shipping, and then he'll pay for his individual comics. I have another friend too that I'm going to try to do the same. I know he's really into Spawn. Like he literally got like 14 variants from the LCS of Spawn 300. I think he has a whole run of Spawn since number 1. So I'm going to kind of show him the same too. I know he's been interested in maybe getting a couple slabbed. And I kind of want to explain to them the difference between, slabbing for financial reasons and slabbing because you just want to preserve the book because it's something you love for your personal collection, because there's a huge difference there. The money matters when you're, as anybody knows, the money matters when you're trying to make a profit off of it. Is it worth slabbing at that point? But then, I can choose, any just awesome looking cover that has 0 value if it's slabbed, but it would just look awesome in a slab and stay in my personal collection for the next 15, 20 years. I don't care how much it costs, and I don't care what the grade comes back at. So it should be fun just kind of nerding out with those 2, and then hopefully they'll send a couple books away. So I definitely want to send away my Silver Surfer number 1. It's probably a low grade, probably 1.5 to 2.0 that I won in a raffle. And I think I'm going to, depending on what I get from Halifax, if I don't get anything that I feel I could use to flip and or put up in a raffle or anything, I'm probably going to send maybe the first appearance of Miles Morales I mean, that book's always going up, and I was looking at it again the other day, and it's pretty good condition. I would say probably worse than 9.6, so I'm kind of happy with that. And if I get a 9.8, even better. So thank you for checking out my video. I'm going to basically watch this on a replay to see how the quality of this camera. I'm just using the camera that's already in the laptop. I'm sure people use an actual, maybe like a webcam or something a little more expensive. At some point, I wouldn't mind doing that because I don't know. It's not that it looks grainy. It just yes, it's dark in here right now, but I think you can see a difference probably. Or I'd be able to tell a difference between this video and videos that I made on my other laptop compared to if I had like a proper camera, which I don't care if you can see me properly, but I mean some of these books are like like look at that cover. Well, that cover looks good right now, but in person it's awesome. So maybe a better quality camera, you might see it a little bit better and go, wow, that's a book I'd like to have in my collection someday, and so on, right? So I'll be working on that quality. So if you like this video, please hit like. If you don't like this video, certainly hit dislike. And if you're neither, then do neither. And thank you very much.